EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. An aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Second and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Burrow. Being chased out left. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Mixon, nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bengals have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game. That's at least a couple of times that they've tried to stretch the field here in this first quarter. They haven't been successful yet, but obviously they're going to keep trying, and maybe they'll find some seams underneath as this game progresses.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. And this one is incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And Burrow going to throw again. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 10. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Mixon will try the right side. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. A check down here to Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. This complete to Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll look to run with Dillon, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that trims the lead down to 9. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Well, the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend owed momentum. He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Hill shedding the tackle. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. On first down, Rodgers. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. On second down now, it's Jones. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Touchdown! It's complete. Robert Tonyan, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now here's a throw that's complete, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Mixon with a first down carry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Uzama. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Burrow looking to pass. Dancing to his left. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Burrow. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now a conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Rodgers going to throw. He hits Adams, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Trey Hendrickson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Crosby puts it through, and that'll move him back within 6 now. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Hello.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it's Mixon running right. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory. But they did it.
You're not just battling.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And off we go from Lambeau. Rodgers now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Handoff to Moss on the option. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Hello. What language you speak?
They do go for it. Here's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Rodgers now to throw. Jones has it. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the 1st down at around the 22. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The kick by Crosby is good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he's going to have a Bills first down as the tackle made at about the 38. Allen now on first down. Buying time to his left. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To the air, Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Now Allen again. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the Packers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1. The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Randy Bullock has us all set, and we are underway from Nashville, Tennessee. Now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 79 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running from the gun with Henry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry, 32 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And again, it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Dillon.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Ferkser here.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. Caught by Jones. And he's brought down.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Tannehill on 1st down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And it's a Packers touchdown. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Oh, and he pulled it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Tannehill's throw here into the hands of Jones.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Tannehill on 3rd down.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Looking to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Tannehill's throw hauled in by Westbrook-Akine here.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action.
Again, Tannehill. That is taken in by Rodgers. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams.
Touchdown, Packers! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Henry. Ty Summers there on the tackle.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through three quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a Titans first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A shotgun handoff to Henry. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A give to Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, your defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.